I've never seen a government that hates its citizens so much like the American government. But what's sad to me is that the American people are only now waking up to that reality. Now, I say hate because, I mean, there could be better words to describe it, but if someone does not want you to succeed, if someone does not want you to be happy, to be in a constant state of want, struggling, I think that's hatefulness. Whenever you start to smile, they come and snatch that smile away from you, you know, or do something that will snatch your smile away. That's hatefulness. There could be other words, but it's hate. Okay. So why do I say the American government hates its citizens? If you go back even before the American Revolutionary War, before there was America, you had the colonies, right? And one thing that was happening during the colonies was taxation, constant taxation, right? Of course, the narrative is that they were taxing the people to fund war. What has changed? So constant taxation. But of course, the people and the constant taxation. What does it do? It put the people in a suffering position. They are in a struggling position. But the people always try to find ways around it, right? Whenever they found a way, the government stepped in. Back then, Great Britain, they would step in and tax the people again. You know, if you read about the many different acts, STEM Act, T Act, all of these different acts was mainly because of the people finding ways to survive. And whenever, the government then saw the people, living a little, living to some degree, they would step in and tax them. But of course, they knew that that could not continue forever. They knew if they keep doing that, the people would eventually, catch up and would fight back. So the American Revolutionary War. So the narrative that we often get is that it was because of taxation without representation, which of course is one of the biggest bologna sandwich they've ever sold the American people. And sadly, they bought into it hook, line, and sinker. Because if you believe that lie, then it means the American people did not learn from it. Because what has been created since then is 1,000 times worse. When you pay your taxes today, do you feel represented? The government is constantly what engaged in war. Of course, we know these wars are for the profit of the elites. The reason they are engaging because the elites are the one who owns the guns companies, the manufacturing gun manufacturing companies. You see, so the government budget is funding these elites for them to live their comfortable life. You see, and whenever the people find a way to survive a little, you see the government step in. Recent case in point was, when crypto started. It was easy. You could step into the crypto market and make $1 million just like that. You know, young children were making money. All of a sudden, the government saw that, like, no, we got to regulate. We got to regulate. We can't let this continue because the people are going to lose interest in capitalism. You see, and the government stepped in and destroyed it. Now the crypto market is struggling, right? Of course they control it. Now you have to pay tax, you know, but that's how the government operates. And one thing we must understand is that capitalism and the American government, they are one and the same, or they work hand in hand. One cannot go without the other. You see, because capitalism wants the citizens to be in a constant state of want. That's the only way it can survive or thrive. The people have to be in a constant state of want. They have to be struggling. You can't allow them to be comfortable, then they would lose interest. You see? But of course, the people are starting to wake up now. They are peeping the game. But the government will always step in and try to beat the people back into submission. Hence, the Luigi Maggioni, yeah, case with the United Healthcare. So I'm going to talk about that next. So I did this video deliberately, to lead me to that Luigi and the United Healthcare CEO. So stay tuned.